My name's Georgia Gibson and I'm absolutely buzzing. Come on!
Welcome back, it's Eddie here from Tyneside Life. If you're new here, I cover history, culture and football of Newcastle and the general Tyneside area. So if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so every time I release a new video, you get a notification. But since I do different subjects, including Sunday dinners, women's matches, Newcastle matches, history, culture, all sorts of different things, they're in playlists which you can find on the homepage of my channel. So if you don't like one or the other, you can take your pick and watch whatever you like. So today I'm at Kingston Park, which is the home of Newcastle Falcons rugby team in the west of the city, also being used by the Newcastle United women to play their games. And you can see the crowd is building up. There's going to be about 6,000 fans here today. It's absolutely buzzing because today is the penultimate home match for Newcastle United women. If they win today, they're currently top. They will be promoted to the championship back-to-back promotions under Becky Langley and the rest of the team involved with the Newcastle United women. Since the takeover under Amanda Staveley, it's been absolutely amazing. Couple of mentions first before we start getting to the main crux of the video. First of all, the Spurs game yesterday, Newcastle United beating them 4-0. I didn't expect that with the threadbare squad that we're carrying at the moment. Unbelievable performance, and to sacrifice about 70% of the possession and to win 4-0 against a Champions League chasing side is testament to the way Eddie Howe and the coaching staff have got that team organised. It's absolutely extraordinary considering all of the injuries that we're carrying at the moment as well. And to those in the Newcastle United family who are the naysayers, the doom and gloom, those who are overreacting, overcritical, who are impatient and want things straight away, yeah man, Eddie Howe is doing an amazing job with humility, with dignity, with calm, with balance, with patience and know-how. He's developing all the time. He's learning from his mistakes. He's tinkering with his system. He's got everybody playing so they know exactly what to do. They know what their jobs are. And to a man yesterday, we were absolutely outstanding. Well done. Congratulations to everybody for that performance yesterday. Also a mention to the new Newcastle United Armed Forces Supporters Club, organised by a guy called Wayne Dawson, who's recently retired from the Navy, and some of his pals. The launch party is just before the Sheffield United match on the 27th of April, starting at 11 o'clock in Shearer's Bar. If you're in the armed forces or used to be in the armed forces, get yourself along, pull up a sandbag, have a couple of beers, and for members and season ticket holders, there's going to be 10% off your food and drink, so get along to that. Also, well done for the initiative for the Royal National Institute for the Deaf and everybody involved who helped those deaf supporters get the maximum enjoyment out of a Newcastle United match by developing the shirt in conjunction with Seller as well, so that the shirt vibrates every time there's some excitement in the ground. Massive well done and congratulations, and I'm sure a big thank you for all those involved who had a better match day experience. So why am I here with Helen covering this Newcastle United women's match with an official vest on and a press pass? Well, I'm lucky enough to be one of a handful of YouTube content creators who are officially accredited by Newcastle United to cover Newcastle United women's games. And I do from time to time, I dip in now and again. Today is obviously a huge occasion for the club, obviously led, of course, by Amanda Staveley, who's done an amazing amount of work. And she's actually just passing us now. I wonder if she'll come over and talk. No, busy. And I wouldn't want to mess with our security either. Bit of a big lad. Quick mention as well, during this video I'm going to be playing an amazing soundtrack by a local band called Away the Lasses, and they wrote a song a couple of years ago of the same name about the Newcastle United women's team. I'll leave a link in the description so you can find out more about them. Anyway, the crowd is building up, you can feel the excitement, and so we can understand a little bit more about the Newcastle United women from a lady who knows a thing or two, Megan Ewart. I spoke to her earlier. Hi Megan, welcome to the channel. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. Thank you very much for having us on the channel.
My pleasure. It's fair to say that you follow Newcastle women pretty much all over?
Yes, I do, yeah. I love it. Love it every match day.
Yeah, and you're quite knowledgeable as well.
I'm fairly knowledgeable, yeah. I like to think so, yeah.
So today, huge match top of the league. We'll win this. We'll get promoted to the Championship. We're playing second bottom Huddersfield. We should win, shouldn't we?
We should win, yes. I mean, we shouldn't underestimate Huddersfield. You know, they've had their first win in January and had 15 defeats this season, so they've got it all to play for in terms of league safety, but I think we should be okay in this game, definitely.
And it's fair to say that over the past 12 months or so, the evolution of the Newcastle United women has been amazing. It's almost a completely different team.
Yeah.
How many signings have we brought in, and who would you consider to be the bigger signings?
Yeah, I mean, recently we brought in 3 signings. Paige Bailey-Gale and Leah Cataldo are from the Championship, so they have that experience into the side. And Leah Cataldo is a great player in terms of in defence. Beth Lumsden, she's come in with the other 2 as well, and she was from Portsmouth, top of their own league. So all 3 have brought value to the club, definitely, in terms of experience.
Anybody in particular we should keep an eye out for?
I think Paige Bailey-Gale is going to be one to watch. I mean, like I say, she's only come in January, I believe it was, but she's already scored a hat-trick, and even in the last game, so she has that quality and that skill, and if the team include her, she can definitely put her name on the sheet today, so I think she's going to be one to watch.
Just a few weeks ago, Newcastle women had that crushing defeat in the final at Kenilworth Road at Luton, the FAWNL final, a game we should have won really. How important is this, you think, is to win this game and get promoted?
Yeah, I think rather than using that as a setback, they've used it in terms of focus on the league. They were still well within the game. It wasn't a pushover by any means, but they've used that in terms of realising the league is now what they have to focus on, and they can certainly progress in that competition in the future if that comes around. So yes, it was bad, but it's also been used to be good quality as well.
And clearly amazing times for Newcastle United women from 2-3 years ago when the club were in the wilderness really, they weren't really being looked after. Now Amanda Staveley's come along, she's very passionate. How much of an impact do you think she's had? Massive.
She was in the stands at Luton and you're seeing the upset on her son's face, and you can see how much it means to them, and that spurs people on. You know, once you've got the backing of the club, it kind of acknowledges their achievements to everybody else as well, in terms of pushing the club to go viral, you know, noticed for what they're achieving in the league, so it's massive.
And if we did, well, I think we are going to get promoted. Even if it's not today, we're going to get promoted, I think. What sort of changes would you expect in the Championship? Because that's another level altogether.
Yeah, that's another level of commitment. I mean, they've performed very well in this league. The next chapter will be a massive test. I don't know if they'll bring more signings in because they have 2 signings from the Championship who can give them the expertise, but I think it's going to be a whole nother level, a whole different ball game, excuse the pun, but yeah, I think it's going to be a great experience for them, and I do believe they can push on and do well. With the support from the crowd, it's grown every game, and I think that's what they need to realise their potential.
And quickly, a score prediction for today?
Ooh, I'm going to go with 4-0.
Big scoreline.
Yeah, big scoreline. Yeah. Unfortunately for Huddersfield, I do think Newcastle will win today.
On the 1st of May, a canny day in 2022, over 20,000 came to see what the lasses they could do. For the first time in their history, St James's was the scene. The NUFC women finally playing where they should be. Two supporters and the players all arriving at the ground. There was something special in the air as kick-off came around. The beginning of an era, the changing of the guard. The lasses taking centre stage to do the city pride. Oh, hooray, the lasses, it's long way overdue. The women of the black and whites were playing in the tune. Oh, hooray, the lasses, St James's Park.
And we've just kicked off, and I kid you not, 5 seconds into the game. Newcastle United women are 1-0 up. Emma Kelly with a head in the bottom corner. Away the lasses.
With the flags and banners flying and the shirts around the ground, and blatant races ringing out amongst a record crowd. Aye, the lasses played a blinder, imaginations fired for the young girls that were watching, a day to be inspired. Oh, hooray, the lasses, it's long way overdue. The women of the black and whites were playing in the tune. Oh, hooray, the lasses, St James's Park awaits to see what lasses scoring by the road the Gallagher. Oh, hooray, They played the pot in a brand new start so the women's game would grow. It was all in the best of spirits, celebrations they displayed. The best of times on Tyneside to see the lasses play. Oh, away the lasses, it's long way overdue. The women of the black and whites were playing in the tune. Oh, away the lasses, St James's Park awaits to see what lasses scoring by the roar of the Gallowgate. Oh, away the lasses, it's long way overdue. The women of the black and whites were playing in the tune. Oh, away the lasses, St James's Park awaits to see what lasses scoring by the roar of the Gallowgate. Oh, away the lasses. Oh, away the lasses.
That's it, it's finished. Newcastle United 10, Huddersfield women 0, and Newcastle United, of course, promoted as champions from the FA Women's Northern Premier, or Northern League Northern Premier Division, bit of a tongue twister, and will face the likes of the Mackhams Sunderland next season. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. I'll catch you next time.